I bought a refurbished Xbox 360 from Retro vgames, aka the knockoff Dkoldies, and if you didn't see my last video, I'll explain later what exactly that means. But anyways, guys, these guys sent me probably the sketchiest box that's ever been shipped to me. Look at this, laboratory box, biological substance, category B, UN3373. Let me just read to you what UN3373 means. So first sentence here says, diagnostic specimens assigned to UN3373 are human or animal materials that are being transported only for the purpose of diagnostics or investigation. Like, why on earth would they send me this when I was supposed to be getting a 360? To me, I see two reasons for this. First of all, they just used the wrong box, which is be really weird to use a category B box on an Xbox. Like, why on earth would you do that? That's a pretty bad option. This option 2 is a little bit worse, which is the fact that they maybe send me some human or animal parts, like for investigation. And I don't know why they would do that unless maybe they saw my last video and they're mad at me for exposing their drop shipping and non-refurbished stuff. If you thought Dkoldies was bad, this is 10 times worse, 100 times worse. I don't know. They didn't even attempt to refurbish anything. At least Dkoldies wipes down the outside. But let me just show you the bag here. We'll blur out part of the label, but you can see it's clearly from Retro vgames, has their address and everything, Allentown, Pennsylvania. But we're going to take this to the woods and film this like with a mask, some gloves, some glasses. I don't have a hazmat suit, so I can't get that in depth into it, but we're taking a risk here. I really hope it's an Xbox in here, but let's go find out. So we're kind of out in the wilderness now. Don't want to unbox this in my office, so we're gonna be out in the middle of nowhere. I got my mask, got my gloves. I did have some eye protection, but I don't know where it is. So we're just gonna go ahead and open this box up and see what kind of human and animal parts are in it, because I don't know why this is a biological box. But let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. All right, so I'm not really sure where I should start here. I guess, actually, I don't even know if I need a knife. I think this thing has perforations on it. Hopefully cameraman is not in the line of fire.
I'll take the L for the team.
Let's open this slowly. Okay, we got... That's definitely just a controller. Okay. Is that a 3? What is that? If that's a power brick, that's really light for a power brick. And that's definitely a 3... Dude, that's a... Is that a 360 Slim? Dude, that's a 360 Slim. I didn't even order a Slim. First of all, where are the human remains? Human remains, animal remains. I don't see any there. Do you see any? I don't see any. There's still gonna be something in here. Like, I'm not convinced that they didn't put some human or animal remains inside of the Xbox itself, but we got a power brick here, and this thing feels super light, so it's probably, yeah, it's definitely a knockoff. That's nice. You can tell a power supply is a knockoff because it's super light. Xbox 360 remote. Is that actually OEM? I think it is OEM. Oh yeah, baby. Dang, they actually sent an OEM controller with an OEM battery pack. This thing actually legitimately looks like it has not been used. That thing looks pretty good. And then, yeah, they sent me a Slim, like, which I guess is an upgrade. I did not even order a Slim. I ordered a 360, just like the OG 360, 60 gigabyte, and here's a Slim. Now, this thing is definitely not refurbished. It's very, very dusty, you can already tell, and it still has the warranty seal still intact. Well, maybe. Actually, that looks like it might have been peeled up. Now we've got a bunch of dust down there. You can kind of see that down there. Let's check what size hard drive they gave us. Oh no, they gave me a knockoff hard drive. Nice. You can tell because it doesn't say the size right there. That's actually a pretty good knockoff though, because that looks very similar to the OEM. But I'm like 99% sure it usually shows the actual size there. And yeah, overall this console doesn't look too terrible. It does have some weird, what are those? Like, what's going on there? I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but it's got like weird, I don't know, water spots or water marks all over it.
That's the animal remains.
Yeah, it must be. Like, I don't know, guys. I'm still, I guess we're kind of out of the clear for now because I don't see any animal remains or human remains here. But why on earth would they put it in a box like this? It just makes zero sense to me. No sense at all. It's like literally the last box I would think of putting a console in. I don't know, man. I don't know what these guys are thinking. Thanks to Ranvu for sponsoring today's video. So this right here is the Ice 3, and it's Ranvu's Smart Neck Air Conditioner. Let me just explain. So the goal of this device is to help you cool down instantly or even help you warm up if it's wintertime. So basically you put this thing right here around your neck, and using the 1.9 inch built-in touchscreen or the downloadable app, you can configure the 2 thermal pads to cool or heat, and you can also adjust the fan speed. And then you can even utilize the 6 sensors that are built into the back of your neck to automatically adjust those functions for you. Now this device has a 7,000 milliamp hour battery, and it can last 12 hours in fan mode, and it charges in just 2.5 hours. Now there's a lot of different scenarios where you could use a device like this to cool yourself down or heat yourself up, but just for example, walking down the street on a hot summer day, and you're in a 4-hour gaming session, you're getting hot and sweaty, this thing will definitely cool you down. You can even pull it off your neck and put it on this little stand right here and use it as a desk fan. So what are you waiting for? To get the best deal on Ranvu's product, check out their Indiegogo campaign and get 35% off. You can also purchase the Ice 3 from Amazon or Ranvu's website, and I'll have all the links down below. So we're back in the studio now, and guys, I'm just so confused what's going on here. So many weird nuances to this this order and this company. But let's go ahead and just take a closer look at everything they sent us. So first of all, here's the Xbox. I showed you a little bit outside, but it's like, I don't know, it's pretty, I don't know if they used a cleaning solution or something on here. It just made it look weird. And honestly, this right here might be the biological substance. Like, I don't know, like what is that? Why is it like splattered all over the front? It's just, that's just really weird. And then here on the bottom, even have somebody's fingerprints all over it, like they're using cleaning solution and just like stuck their hands all over it. So clearly this thing was not refurbished, but just like the situation in general is so weird. Like, why would they send it in that biological box? That's super sketchy, so unprofessional. And like, I get box recycling, that's no problem, that's fine with me, but to put it in that box, just like, come on, man. And then the fact that they gave me a slim instead of a fat, like, I guess that's good, it's an upgrade, but like, why would they not just give me the fat one? But I don't know. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see if it works. All right, everything is plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn this console on. So 3, 2, 1. We got life in yeah, there's third-party power supplies. So usually these third-party power supplies have a fan inside of them, so they're pretty loud. This thing, the same thing, very loud, and that's just like, yeah, I don't know. I won't ramble about the third-party power supplies, but the console is booting up here. Let's go ahead and put some batteries in this controller and see if the controller works. Dude, first thing I noticed as soon as I'm putting the batteries in, they did not even reformat this console. So this console was it even tested? Probably not. Who is solid fiber 0828 and the controller doesn't work. Nice. So they here's a downside with OEM controllers from 360s. So the controller itself is great. The battery pack's not so great. The third-party battery packs for 360s are actually better in my experience and last longer. The OEM ones, they're just like this little metal piece that gets bent right here and it's just like junk. Let's shake it around a little bit, see if it turns on. There it goes. All right, it turns on now. That's just like a common issue with 360s. All right, we are booted up now. Clearly on the Metro dashboard. Let's go ahead and check which version we're on. I can't believe they didn't even reset this console. Just leaving people's stuff on here, man. Come on. 2.0.16767. So I don't know what date that is, but it's fairly recent. Fairly recent in terms of 360s, but let's go and check out this guy's profile. Yeah, solid fiber 0828. Let's go click on his profile here. Torrents, no bio. He's got a what's that? 650 gamer score. Yeah, let's check his achievements and see what games he's played. I guess Guitar Hero 5, Madden NFL 13. Don't say when they were last played. Hexic HD was last played in April of 2014, so almost a whole decade ago. Connected Ventures, Motion Sports, Dance Central. Looks like a lot of Connect games, random PGA, Madden, Minecraft, just like a fairly random mix of games. It looks like a pretty basic avatar here, like they didn't really do too much to it. But the tray seems to work. Let's try that a few times. Make sure it opens and closes. Cool, we're good to go there. This power supply, it's like double as loud as the console is. In fact, the console is not loud at all, which is good to see. Let's try a 360 game first. And oh, I forgot, I need to check the hard drive size here. And you can see hard drive 51.1 gigs free. Nothing taken up, so yeah, 60 gigs. So we got a 60 gig hard drive in here, and I'm like 99% sure there is no official OEM 60 gig hard drive for the Slim 360. Now we also have the memory unit, which is the 4 gigs built in, and to me it looks like, yeah, it looks like the guy that had this console, like the original user, put all of his save data on the 4 gig hard drive, or the 4 gigs built in. He sold it to Retro vgames. Retro vgames took it and put a 60 gig hard drive into here, the knockoff hard drive, and didn't even bother to clear out this gamer's stuff. But let's go ahead and boot up Dead Rising 2 and make sure it works. And by the way, I don't think I mentioned it, I paid $140 for this, so same kind of deal as like vgames, Dkoldies. They're all about $140 for Xbox 360. I guess in this case, at least they sent me a Slim, which is good. The game's working. I'm really not going to play the game, but it is working. It's reading. Let's go ahead and try out an OG Xbox game, because that's the one I'm a little concerned about. Like I said earlier, I think the OEM hard drives are the only ones that work with OG Xbox games, but we'll check here. So I did boot up Halo for the OG Xbox, and it worked with no problem. I even came back here to the hard drive, and it does save the data here on the non-OEM hard drive. So I guess what I read was wrong, or either that, or maybe it only applies to Fat 360, since Fat 360s don't even have the OEM 4 gigs built in. I don't know. Let me know down below if you know anything else about that. I really have not researched it at all. But something else I noticed is I think there's some more profiles on here. Ambient W and 006, Fresh Boy 05, Lanny, Rams. Yeah, so we got more people on here. Let's go ahead and sign into the internet. and make sure the Wi-Fi chip works. So I updated everything and I tried to sign in, and sure enough, it works. Not on the default profile, but I signed into another guy's profile on here. Did not even have to put in my password or anything. And guys, this is the problem with this is the risk of leaving your profiles on an old console. Is somebody can, whoever gets in the future, can sign into your stuff. So now I'm literally signed into Xbox Live with Ambient One 006. Now I don't think he has much on here, and I'm going to sign out and format this console. But now let's go ahead and turn this console off, open it up, and see what the inside looks like. So let's go ahead and open this console up, and we're still not out of the clear yet. There might be some biological substances inside of this console. I mean, you already saw there's some on the outside. Maybe that's why they put it in that box. I don't know, seems a bit sketchy, but let's go ahead and open up these side panels. And if you guys have ever taken a 360 Slim apart, it is not an easy task. So let's go ahead and get started. This is funny here. I just took off this grill, and you can straight up see like the grill lines of dust. That's actually hilarious. Got the other side grill off as well, and again the same dust pattern, just kind of funny to see. Now let's take off this next piece, which is one of the more difficult pieces. So after like 10 minutes, I finally got these other two side pieces off, which is if you've ever done this before, not an easy task, especially on an unopened console. But let's keep going. I finally got this bottom piece off. Let's go ahead and do the big reveal, and yeah, no dust there because that's really a enclosed space, not easy to get dust down there. All right, guys, so we should be able to go ahead and take the top piece off, and boy, I am excited for this one. Probably should put some gloves on, but I don't want to. Let's see what comes out of here. All right, here's the face plate come off. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and lift off the top piece here. Hopefully there's no fecal matter in here. Oh my. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's very dusty and dirty. Not nearly as bad as like the Desert PS3, or in fact the other PS3 that Retro vgames sent me recently. But the fan is probably the dustiest part. And actually, it's not too bad. But clearly was not refurbished, because if it was refurbished, it would have been opened up and cleaned. Even if they didn't open up and clean it, they could have gotten more dust out by just blowing air into it, which clearly they did not even do that, which is awesome. Now, the one interesting thing to note here is that they didn't dropship this one like they did the PS3, which is interesting. I guess they dropship random consoles and actually get the other consoles into their shop themselves. I don't know. But overall, first glance at this thing, it doesn't look too bad. The board is pretty clean. The fan is dusty, but not nearly as bad as I thought it would be considering what the outside looked like. But let's keep going. And I want to take a look at what the thermal paste looks like, because that's going to be our true test of if this console was refurbished. All right, motherboard is released. Bottom looks pretty normal. No surprise there. Let's go ahead and take this X clamp off. All right, got the X clamp off. Let's go ahead and do the big reveal of the thermal paste here. 3, 2, 1. And yeah, it doesn't look too terrible. At least not nearly as bad as the fat 360s, but clearly has not been replaced. It's pretty dry. That wipes off a whole lot easier than the 360 thermal paste on the fat ones, which is nice to see. But yeah, guys, overall, a very weird console. First of all, I ordered a 360 fat. They sent me a slim, which is better that than the other way around. Just weird. They also did not dropship this console like they did last PS3. They had the biohazard box, which still don't know why they did that, because there don't appear to be any biohazards here, except for, I guess the outside of the console was a bit sketchy, but honestly, they should have put the last PS3 they sent me into the biohazard box. And yeah, just a weird situation overall. Not sure what this company is doing, and not sure why they're sending this kind of stuff out. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you want to buy this Xbox, it'll be listed down below in the description on my website. We'll clean it up, replace thermal paste, all that good stuff. But yeah, check it out if you're interested. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.